I will show you how to rebalance your portfolio quickly online. In this example, I'm using a hypothetical portfolio inside the Alignfolio demo. This is not a real portfolio or investment recommendation. It is simply an example used to demonstrate how portfolio drift works over time. Here we have a portfolio with 4 asset classes: U.S. equity, developed market, emerging markets, and bonds. Each asset class has its own target allocation. For example, U.S. equity has a target allocation of 20%, while bonds have a target allocation of 25%. Next, I enter the current market value for each asset class. As soon as the values are entered, Alignfolio instantly calculates the current portfolio allocation. At this point, we can compare the current allocation against the original target allocation. Over time, portfolios naturally drift as markets move. Some investments grow faster than others, and eventually certain positions become overweight, while others become underweight. In this example, U.S. equity has grown above its target allocation by about 4.5%. Developed markets are also overweight. Meanwhile, bonds are underweight by almost 10%, which represents the largest drift in the portfolio. The portfolio is still diversified, but it is no longer aligned with the original target allocation. The drift analysis section helps visualize exactly how far each asset class has moved away from target. The drift history section also shows how the portfolio changed over time. You can see that some asset classes remained relatively stable, while others drifted farther away from their target allocation as markets moved. In this section, you can also see a simple summary showing how much the hypothetical portfolio is currently overweight in some asset classes and underweight in others. This helps visualize what adjustments may be needed in order to bring the portfolio back toward its original target allocation. Traditionally, investors rebalance by selling overweight positions and buying underweight positions. But many investors prefer not to sell, especially in taxable accounts where selling may trigger capital gains taxes. Another approach is to rebalance gradually using new cash contributions. Instead of selling investments, new money can be directed toward the positions that are currently underweight. In this example, more new cash would go toward bonds, while less new money would go toward U.S. equity and developed markets. Over time, this can help bring the portfolio back toward its original target allocation without needing to sell existing positions. And it instantly answers the question, where should I invest my new cash? So instead of asking, what should I sell? A simpler question may be, where should my next dollar go? This is just a simple way to visualize portfolio drift and portfolio allocation using Alignfolio. There's a free demo available if you want to try it with your own portfolio.